Imagine an independent musician pulling up their streaming dashboard and seeing 100,000 monthly listeners. They have a massive social media following and videos pulling respectable numbers. Yet when the month ends, they still can't cover basic living expenses or afford to book a profitable tour. That discrepancy exists because of what happens behind the screen. Every time a fan streams a song, saves an album, clicks an advertisement, or even abandons a merchandise cart, something highly valuable is created: data. This expanding web shows the intelligence generated by a single interaction. It reveals exactly where a listener lives, what specific devices they use, when they prefer to listen, and how much they are willing to spend. The modern music industry runs entirely on this information. It's the fuel that streaming services use to recommend playlists, social networks use to target advertisements, and record labels use to decide exactly where to spend their marketing budgets. Everyone in the ecosystem captures this intimate fan knowledge, except the person who created the reason for the data to exist in the first place. The platform knows the fan perfectly. The artist only sees a shadow. A platform might show an artist an impressive graph or a map of audience segments, but knowing you have 10,000 followers in a city does not mean you have the ability to send them a single email offering a signed record or a ticket to a house concert. The battleground for music ownership has moved past the physical master recording. Today, the struggle is for the digital road between creator and consumer. A handful of dominant tech platforms currently control how fans discover and consume music. They offer musicians analytics dashboards packed with geographical heat maps, streaming counts, and audience demographics. But there is a strict boundary built into these tools. They provide aggregated insights while deliberately withholding the portable contact lists, individual names, and email addresses of the actual listeners. By hoarding data, platforms build a digital wall, becoming a toll booth between musicians and fans. The artist's music drives traffic, yet to promote a tour, they must buy ads to reach those exact same fans. They build the road and still pay the toll. This data hoarding and advertising cycle is the standard operating procedure across all major social networks, not just audio streaming services. Relying entirely on a rented crowd carries a significant risk. If a platform decides to change its algorithm or an account is suspended, the artist's entire connection to their audience vanishes instantly. Operating entirely inside this toll booth system means the artist functions with complete amnesia. They lack fan memory, a system that actually remembers relationship history, like who showed up to the last 3 concerts in Atlanta, or who bought a specific t-shirt 2 years ago. Without that memory, every single album release and every tour announcement forces the artist to start their marketing efforts from absolute zero. The traditional, inefficient response is to take a generic sales pitch and blast it out to everyone. The dedicated supporter receives the exact same message as someone who downloaded a free track once, and overall engagement predictably falls. Real fans have different preferences. A passive listener on their morning commute requires a different approach than a collector seeking limited edition physical media. When artists surrender data ownership, they waste their limited budgets trying to wake up a black box algorithm. They throw money at the wall instead of speaking directly to the people who have already proven they want to support them. Fixing this requires treating social and streaming platforms exactly as what they are, discovery doors rather than final destinations. The purpose of that discovery is guiding fans into an artist-owned, permission-based customer relationship management system. This interaction functions as a trade. A fan provides their contact information in return for something worthwhile: a live track, a digital passport stamp, or early access to a show. Collecting this information requires ethical boundaries. Artists must maintain total transparency, ask clearly for permission, and comply with privacy regulations by providing easy ways to unsubscribe. Instead of guessing where to book a tour, an artist can query their database and locate tight geographic clusters of highly engaged fans. This eliminates the financial risk of routing shows through empty markets that only exist as optimistic blips on a streaming dashboard. Applying that same logic to purchase history allows a musician to order specific amounts of merchandise based on actual localized demand, maximizing their profit margins and eliminating wasted inventory. Independence isn't found in a follower count. It lives in these direct, permission-based connections. Relationships that no tech platform can change, charge for, or take away.